Hello, and welcome to the Resource Library presentations produced by the NCC's Comprehensive Digitization and Discoverability Program. In this video series, generously funded by the Toshiba International Foundation, the NCC's CDDP task force highlights projects that are making digital images accessible in new ways. Each presentation discusses the project's content and purpose, how to use the site, and which tools were used to build it. We hope that these videos inspire and support those using images in their work or who plan to digitize their own collections.
Hi, I'm Yuta Hashimoto from the National Museum of Japanese History in Chiba Prefecture, Japan. In this video, I'm going to introduce and demonstrate an online platform named Minna de Honkoku, which is a crowdsourcing platform for transcribing historical Japanese documents. In the recent years, more and more historical Japanese documents have been digitized and made available online. For instance, you can read digital copies of nearly 100,000 historical documents on the website of the National Diet Library of Japan. Likewise, you can browse 150,000 historical documents at the database run by the National Institute of Japanese Literature. Needless to say, these documents are precious intellectual resources that convey the knowledge and experiences written by our predecessors. However, when you try to use these documents for your research or study, you will very likely to encounter a problem. That is, most of these documents are not transcribed, and thus their text data are not available. This means you will have to read difficult Kuzushiji in order to extract information from the document you are reading. In addition, you have to read the entire document to find a particular word or phrase appearing in it, because full text search is not possible. This lack of text data makes it quite difficult to use digitized historical documents for academic and pedagogical purposes. Our platform, Minna de Honkoku, addresses this problem by inviting the general public to transcribe large volumes of historical Japanese documents. In other words, Minna de Honkoku is a crowdsourcing platform designed for large-scale transcription of historical documents. Transcription texts created by volunteers on Minna de Honkoku are made freely available under the Creative Commons license, so that anyone can use these text data for any purposes. Minna de Honkoku was originally developed by the members of Historical Earthquake Study Group, or HESG, at Kyoto University in 2017. It was an attempt to use crowdsourcing to transcribe about 500 historical earthquake records stored in the University of Tokyo. After this goal was achieved in March 2019, the members of HESG started the development of the new version, which was launched in July 2019. The new version targets not only historical earthquake records, but also general kinds of historical documents, such as Buddhist sutras, public or private diaries, and illustrated novels that were popular in the Edo period. Currently, nearly 2,000 historical documents from various genres are available on Minna de Honkoku. Of course, Minna de Honkoku is not the first attempt that uses crowdsourcing to transcribe historical documents. For instance, a project named Transcribe Bensam, run by University College London in the UK, invites the general public to transcribe a large volume of unpublished manuscripts written by philosopher Jeremy Bentham Smithsonian Digital Volunteers, run by the Smithsonian institutions, likewise ask volunteers to transcribe various historical documents it has, such as field notes, diaries, ledgers, and logbooks written by scientists. But compared to other crowdsourced transcription projects like those I just mentioned, Minna de Honkoku has two unique features to support the project participants. First, it provides a collaboration feature that allows participants to teach how to read Kuzushiji to each other in a collaborative way. Second, Minna de Honkoku offers a handwritten character recognition that uses the latest AI technologies to support the reading of difficult Kuzushiji. From now on, I'm going to demonstrate how these two features work. You are looking at the main page of Minna de Honkoku. We also call this page the timeline page. Like the timeline on Facebook or Twitter, you can see the activities of the other users in chronological order on this page. Each item shows information like who transcribed how many characters from which document, and so on. And anyone can see transcriptions by other users from the link in each item. This is the editing page of transcription. You see the digital image of a document to transcribe on the right side, and its transcription on the left side. You can start editing the transcription by clicking this button. Then the mascot of a platform named Soramaru will appear, and he will give a brief instruction on how to transcribe. Then click this button, then the transcription becomes editable like this. Note that the text goes vertically. In order to save your edits, click this button, then a dialog will appear again. Well, if you can't be sure that your transcription is correct or not, by checking this box, feedback please box, you can ask for help from other users. Also, you can leave a comment so that you can communicate with other users. For instance, if you are unable to read some character in the document, you can write about it in this comment section. When your transcription got reviewed by other users, you will get a notification displayed on the panel at the top right corner of the screen. From this notification panel, you can jump to the editing history page of the transcription, which was reviewed by this user. On Minna de Honkoku, all the changes to transcriptions are saved and referenced to for all the users. And this page lists the history of the transcription of a document page. You can see the input history like this. The green colored part represent text added by this user, and the red colored part represent text deleted by this user, so that you can easily see what mistakes you have made and how these mistakes were corrected by the other users. And you can also click this button to express appreciation to the user who reviewed your transcription. In this way, you can improve your Kuzushiji reading skill collaboratively by participating in the transcription at the same time. Okay, let's move on to the AI support function of Minna de Honkoku. In order to use this function, you first need to click this robot face button on the bottom and select a Kuzushiji character that you want the AI to recognize. Okay, let's select this character. Then the AI will provide candidates of how to read this character with scores for each candidate. And two AI programs are available on our system, and you can switch the program from this option. One program was developed by Tallinn Kalanwat, who is a brilliant AI researcher working at the Center of Open Data in the Humanities. And another AI program was developed by Toppan Printing, which is the largest printing company in Japan. The suggestions made by these AI are actually not always correct, but judging from the context or using the background knowledge on the document, you are very likely to able to choose the correct reading from these candidates. You may wonder if you can upload historical documents to Minna de Honkoku by yourself. The answer to this question is yes, and to do so, you will need to create a project on Minna de Honkoku. Let's see the projects currently running on our system. You can see the list of projects from this menu on the top. For now, a total of 15 transcription projects are running, and some projects aim to transcribe a particular genre of historical documents. For example, this project, Nihon no Butten o Honkoku, targets to transcribe Buddhist sutras, and other projects running in collaboration with cultural institutions such as libraries and archives. For instance, this project is a collaboration with the Fukui Prefectural Archive. But we accept projects created by individuals too. As I said earlier, you can create your own project and upload historical documents that you own. But at least for now, you need to contact us first, because only the system administrator can register a new project to the system. Once you contact us, we will send you a form to enter the details of your project and the list of the documents that you want to upload. Based on this information, we will register your project. Also, there's another limitation. In order to upload a document to Minna de Honkoku, the document must be available in the format called IIIF, or International Image Interoperability Framework. IIIF is an open standard designed for delivering images, especially those of cultural and historical materials. IIIF has been widely adopted among many cultural institutions over the world. For instance, Japan's National Diet Library started using IIIF in 2018, and all the documents of the National Diet Library are available in IIIF format. If the documents you want to transcribe are not available in IIIF format, we may help you convert it into IIIF format. So please don't hesitate to contact us. Our email address is support@honkoku.org. You can also send a message to our Twitter account @CloudHonkoku. 21 months have passed since the new version of Minna de Honkoku was released. More than 1,500 volunteers have participated in the transcription. They have transcribed nearly 1,000 documents out of 1,900 available on our platform. Total number of characters transcribed by volunteers has reached at 9 million. And this number is still increasing at the pace of 20,000 characters per day. Lastly, crowdsourcing is often associated with boring and cheap labor, but Minna de Honkoku is carefully designed to entertain and educate the project participants. I am pretty sure that taking part in the transcription of historical documents on Minna de Honkoku is going to be really a fun and educational experience for you. You will be able to learn Kuzushiji while communicating with other participants, along with using the latest AI technologies to decipher Kuzushiji. Transcribing Kuzushiji alone is quite challenging, but with the help of your peers or Minna-de, it will be a much more enjoyable and stimulating activity. For more information on Minna de Honkoku, the following articles will be helpful. Also, we've been running a Twitter account for the platform. Please send a message to it if you have any question or comment. That's it. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking for your feedback.
Thank you for watching the presentation. We hope you found it useful. Please check other videos in the CDDP presentation library.